Welcome back to the channel where we mix things up, and today we're going to be reacting to another Bleacher Report article, and this is ranking the top 15 point guards this season. If you want me to do the small forwards, shooting guards, power forwards, and center list, smash the like button and comment down below that you want it. So yeah, this is a little bit outdated, and this does not include the playoffs. And so yeah, so this is they have to play at least 500 minutes. John Wall and Steph Curry are not in it, and I guess they count Luka. So yeah, this is going to be very interesting. But before we get started, it would be greatly appreciated if you subscribe to the channel. I'm a very small channel, so every subscription counts. And also, shout out to my boy Alexander. I'll put the name on the screen. I really appreciate it for you subscribing, and it means the world to me. If you want to be shouted out in the next video, it might be the shooting guards, then subscribe to the channel and comment down below. If you're already subscribed, then comment down below, and I'll hit you up on the next recorded video. So let's begin. As you can see, this was made on June 1st, made by Andrew Baylor and Dan Favell. So yeah, no John Wall and Curry. Let's see. So Luka is a point guard, LeBron is a small forward. So now let's begin. 15 through 11. Dinwiddie, Russell, Van Fleet, Bledsoe, and Fox. Number 15, Spencer Dinwiddie. Okay, as a bench player, that's pretty impressive. His field goal percentage and 3-point percentage and free throw have all been down. So yeah, but Spencer is just so good on the offensive side. He's just so crafty. He's one of my favorite players to watch. I don't really watch the Nets as much. I mean, when they have KD and Kyrie, of course, I'm going to watch them. But yeah, so it says that they're much better with him. They give them much better stuff. His defense is okay, but he's just 6'5". That height is also very important, so he can potentially run the 2 when Kyrie's coming out. I think he likes being off the bench, and he's probably going to get a bag in 2021. Next, we have, D'Angelo Russell at 14. Stephen Curry and James Harden are the only players in NBA history. It was a season that matched the D'Angelo Russell season. 20 points, 7 assists, and basically 4 threes. So yeah, I think that D'Angelo Russell is kind of overrated, I must admit. On the Nets, he was really good, but now people think of him as a potential superstar, but he is an all-star. Oh, he wasn't an all-star this year because he was in the Warriors. They're a bad team, and he got traded to the Timberwolves to play with his friend Cat. They might get Devin Booker, they're not, because the Suns went 8-0. But I don't know how I feel about D'Lo. His defense is really bad. He can play make. He's not really an off-ball guy, so that's why the Timberwolves should not draft LaMelo Ball. He wants the ball in his hand. He can't shoot. He is clutch, I must admit, but his efficiency isn't the best. But I think 14, he had definitely a down season, but I think this is a pretty good spot for him. Next, 13, Fred Van Fleet. Became a full-time starter this year. He averaged 17 points and shot 38% from 3 on 7 attempts per game. Wow, okay. He has 6.6 assists. So yeah, so he's also a 6-foot defensive stud. He will provide the effort. He's just so quick. So when he's on the floor, Toronto averages 105.9 points per 100 possessions. Mark that ranks him in the 87th percentile. That's pretty good. Freddie will get a bag. Now, I don't know, like I did another article previously, and they said him to go to the Knicks. Now, though, I think the Raptors should definitely sign Freddie, but they're going for Giannis. So unless Freddie wants to take a 1-year deal, which I don't think he does, or he potentially might because the salary cap might be higher at that time, so he can get a bigger bag. But I think the Raptors definitely want to keep him. But if the Knicks are gonna offer him like $20 million, I don't know if the Raptors are gonna try to throw him like $22 million. But yeah, so I think 13 definitely a good spot for him. 12, Eric Bledsoe. If this is regular season Eric Bledsoe, sure, yeah. Playoff Eric Bledsoe, no. He's probably like top 20. He's been doing so bad. His defense is really good. Like, he's only 6'1", but he is unafraid to play in close quarters. His efficiency is okay. His offense, he can knock it down. He's a little bit underrated, I guess. He averaged 25 points in 75% possessions, but I think he averages like 16. Good defense. He can kind of shoot the ball. The Bucks have a good backup in George Hill, so at least they have that. But if this was after the playoffs, he would definitely be down to like I would have Spencer over him. So, yeah. So, okay. So, I don't know. He's making like 20 million. He's definitely overpaid. But I think 12 for the regular season is actually fine. Next 11, De'Aaron Fox, one of the fastest guys in the NBA. Let's see. He is the best player on the Kings. Averaged 20 points, 6.8 assists in just 31 minutes. That's very impressive. He had some injury issues the season, so the Kings kind of fell off a little bit. And Luke Walton is not a good head coach. He's a good coach, a good assistant, like we saw for the Warriors, but not a good head coach. So yeah, it cost him 17 straight games. So yeah, he is a future All-Star. He is one of the quickest players in the league. Like I said, they call him Swiper for a reason. So yeah, I guess number 11 is pretty good. He'll probably be like top 5 in the league one day. Next, number 10, Ja Morant, Rookie of the Year. So treating Ja Morant as a top 10 point guard and the 30th player overall is not a rush. He earned it. He definitely earned it. So let's see. He had a 26% usage. They won, so it doesn't really matter. Let's see. He's hitting 51% of his floaters. He averaged Oscar Robertson, only rookie to clear 20 points, 8 assists per 36 minutes. Very impressive. So yeah, I think Ja is the future in the league. I've seen some people, like my brother, he said that he thinks that he's going to be like Derrick Rose. He's going to have an amazing start of his career, but an injury will tear him apart. So I think that Ja Morant might be a Derrick Rose, but there's always a chance that he'll be a Russell Westbrook. He won't get injured, or he might get injured a few times, but I think Ja Morant can win a ring. He's so good. He has so much potential, and I think he can be a top 5'3" point guard in the league, and maybe even MVP candidate. Next, number 9, Kemba Walker. Oh, this is pretty low for him, I must admit. Sure, in the offensive load and equality, it looks gonna Kemba. He kind of didn't perform in the playoffs. I gotta admit that. And I guess he is kind of overrated, so I guess number 9 might be a good spot for him. He's just so crafty. He's just so fun to watch. He can hit that step back. So, like I said, so crafty. Can like destroy the rim, attack the paint like it's nothing. He is not on paper, he's not an upgrade over Kyrie, but now Kemba is letting Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown improve, let them take more shots. So fewer Walker buckets are coming off assists, 36%. Okay. He's really good at pick and roll. Now Tatum's ascent is because of Kemba, because he's allowing them to go up. So let's see. So spending his career in Charlotte may have not limited his exposure, but Kemba, he's a good player. He just has to prove himself in the playoffs. Next, number 8, Trae Young. He's an all-star starter though, but they're not winning. Okay, Trae Young is probably one, like so many other people, one of the most fun players to watch. I've seen some times when Trae Young is on the game and everyone is watching. The moment Trae Young goes off the bench, that's the time when all the fans go to the concession stand, because the Hawks, unless it's like John Collins, I didn't have Clint Capella yet. Maybe Kevin Huerter can put on a show, or Cam Reddish. But yeah, his defense is atrocious, but his offense is so good. He averaged 30 points a game this year, going from 40, way downtown bombs. He's just so crafty. His ball handle, he is like the next Steph Curry. He's only 20 years old. Like in 2K, he is so good. And 2K is pretty good at predicting stuff. So let's see. So yeah, his defense is really bad. His lack of size at 6'1" is probably not the best. That's why he is not a good defender, but he's perfected the art and the timing of his floaters. He said he followed Steve Nash is one of his best, his inspiration. So of course his floater is going to be really good. 9.3 assists. Now it is pretty good, but I think Trae Young could have averaged 12 assists this year. Just that he had not many teammates to pass to. You've seen those where Trae Young throws a lot to John Collins and he misses the dunk. You've seen the Hawks definitely need some more improvement, but they have young talent with DeAndre Hunter, Cam Reddish. So his offense is not elite with Trae Young on the floor, but it drops off by 11.8% per 100 possessions. He's just so good on offense. Now his defense is bad. His So yeah, so this is a pretty good spot for him, I think. I mean, he's probably gonna have Ben Simmons. Oh, Kyle Lowry. Oh, so it's gonna be. Oh, Curry's not in it. Luka, Dame, not in specific order. Kyrie, Westbrook, Ben Simmons, Kemba Walker. I mean, Kyle Lowry. Oh, Chris Paul. Okay, I see why. But yeah, so I guess for the Hawks, number 8. At number 7, we have Russell Westbrook of the Houston Rockets. Okay, so that means he has Kyle Lowry ahead of Russ. So I don't really agree with that, but in the regular season, so this was before the bubble, so they did not count the awful playoffs he had, but in the regular season, he was good at the end. Let's see what it said. So, oh, it's a man. Okay, so yeah, he averaged 31 points and 5.8 assists when Clint Capella left. Okay, so it's saying basically that, oh, so the first part of the season still happened where he was really bad, and then so even before that he didn't play very well. But yeah, so Russ at 7, I think that Russ is regressing. I must admit, Russ is definitely, he's still very athletic, but he isn't like the OKC athletic, and he might actually be traded because he had such a bad playoff run because Anthony Davis is guarding him, and he let Russ be the Ben Simmons treatment, so that's not good, but he can light up. Maybe he'll get traded to like Detroit where he can probably average like 30-point triple-double again. But yeah, so he did have that quad injury, which did make him a lot worse. They beat the Thunder in 7, but then lost to the Lakers in 5. But Russ at 7, if this is the regular season, I would have him a bit up because his end of the season was amazing. Next, number 6, Kyle Lowry. Okay, Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry is too high. So I think that, well, Kyle Lowry just replied to one of my comments. I commented on the video and Kyle Lowry responded. Shout out to Kyle Lowry. So basically, he's underrated. I think he is underrated. I think that he's been like a 5-time All-Star, and a lot of people think that he didn't deserve it, but he actually did. He used to be a playoff choker, but now he is pretty good in the playoffs, stepping up, especially against the Celtics. Or in Game 6, he had like 38 points, I think. I don't know. So let's see. So yeah, he sets the tone. He is the culture and identity of the Raptors, definitely. With when Kawhi Leonard was there, Kawhi was not the leader. It was Kyle Lowry. He doesn't lead the Raptors in scoring or the highest net rating, but he averages but his average rank across 6 catch metrics pegs him at the league's 21st most valuable player, putting him ahead of Siakam. So yeah, he's definitely, I think in the playoffs, he was the most impactful player on the Raptors. So yeah, I guess number 6 would make sense. I would, since this is the regular season, before the bubble, I would have Russ ahead of him. Next, 5, Kyrie. Okay, so Kyrie, like, a year ago, was like the 3rd best point guard after Damian Lillard shot. Dame was 2nd. He's been 2nd for a while now, but Kyrie at 5. So that means he's got Ben Simmons ahead of him. There's no Curry. Ben Simmons at 4. Chris Paul at 3, Dame and Luka. Oh, wow. Okay, so yeah, he didn't have the best year, didn't make the All-Star team. He had that injury, which he was silent for the rest of the season and didn't come to the bubble. Let's see. So they're 8-12 when he's in the lineup. And doesn't help that the Celtics were much better when he left. So I don't know how I feel about Kyrie. He is definitely a really good second option. But I don't think he's a first option. Some people think that Kemba is better than Kyrie. No, not anymore. After that playoff run, no. Definitely no. But maybe in the regular season he was. He averaged 27 points and 6.4 assists. So efficient. Let's see. So yeah, he has the best ball handle of all time. And I think that as a second option, he is really good. Maybe, the second best second option behind Anthony Davis. And maybe, no longer Paul George. Unless you count, I don't know. So yeah, Kyrie Irving at 5. 4, Ben Simmons. Okay, so he did make the All-NBA 3rd team, All-Defensive 1st team. So he's going to provide effort on both sides. He's 6'10" point guard, which is so insane still. He's like the tallest point guard ever. So he can't shoot, of course, but he's just so good at everything. He can drive very well. He can pass really well. He can defend really well. He can rebound really well. He's such good at triple doubles. His passing IQ, his kickouts. Now, let's see. So it says that he got the max. Yes, I think he deserved it. But I don't know if Simmons will be traded because the fit with Joel Embiid. I don't know if they think that Joel Embiid and Ben Simmons will work out. I think they're going to run it back one more year since they have Doc Rivers instead of Brett Brown. So yeah, so he still has a speed, and I guess I agree with Ben Simmons at 4. Next, 3. Chris Paul. Okay. I actually agree with that. He was the All-NBA second team since James Harden was a shooting guard, so he made the first team, and Luka made it. I guess they're counting him as point guard, so he's ahead of him. And then I guess, based on the All-NBA teams, yeah, he is the third best point guard because Dame is better than him. So yeah, so of course in Houston's last year, he had one of his worst seasons ever due to an injury, but he's definitely had a bounce back season. The Thunder are paying him have $85.6 million over the next 2 years. That's insane. He definitely revived his career. He has some pretty good trade value now, and he's the 6'0" point guard who can do everything except, of course, rebound. His defense is good. His playmaking is really good. He is the point guard. So he still remains a fringe top 10 player, definitely. Let's see. So his mid-range is, of course, wet. He continues to take pleasure on, like, cooking bigs, and he's a defensive bulldog. Yes, he leads Oklahoma in a usage rate, and he's just so clutch. It's so insane. But Chris Paul at 3, yeah, I think he will be traded to Milwaukee or the Sixers, but sure. Next, Damian Lillard at 2, definitely. If Steph Curry was here, I don't know who's better, Luka or Dame. It's kind of interesting to see. I don't know. Maybe it's Luka, I don't know. But 29 points, 7.8 assists are career highs, and they come on a personal best true shooting percentage, 61.9. Larry Bird, James Harden, and Michael Jordan are the only players to hit these benchmarks for an entire season. Yeah, he's just gonna pull up from downtown. You have to respect his shot, but he can also dunk it really well. He can kick out to people like CJ McCollum. And yeah, so he's just so good. He got swept by the Pelicans in 2018, so that motivated him. So let's see. So he is definitely, he's not as good as Steph Curry and maybe Luka, but he leads the association attempts from 29 plus feet and shoots them at a 41% clip. That's so insane. Someone like Trae Young doesn't have a secondary playmaker like him. So yeah, so bringing in Carmelo and Hassan Whiteside were good fits. But yeah, he is definitely the second/third best point guard if you include Luka. And finally, number 1, Luka Doncic of the Dallas Mavericks. This is so insane. He's the best point guard in the league in his second season. Oh, yeah, his efficiency is really bad. He shoots 32% from 3. But when you watch him, it doesn't seem like he makes 32% of his threes. He hits the clutch ones. He hits the contested ones. That's why he doesn't shoot them efficiently, because he has to take like those step backs, fading, game-winning shots, which are very tough. Oh yeah, he made that in the game winner. So yeah, he is not efficient at all, but that's okay. Let's see. So his volume is insane. His defense is average, but he's just so good at everything. Let's see. He is honored to have his bag of tricks, and yeah, so the list reviewing it. So yeah, I agree with this list mostly. So it was Spencer, D'Angelo Russell, Van Fleet, Bledsoe, Fox, John Morant, Kemba Walker, Trae Young, Russell Westbrook, Kyle Lowry, Kyrie Irving, Ben Simmons, Chris Paul, Damian Lillard, and Luka Doncic. So yeah, that's going to be the video, and I thank you all so much for watching. If you like the content, make sure to subscribe to the channel and smash the like button for more news articles. And also comment down below if you want to see the shooting guard, small forward, power forward, and center list. And I'll see you all next time.